Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Dami and Ify. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Welcome to 2021. Wow. Before we talk about 2021, let's go back to 2020.
Yeah.
What a year!
But God kept us.
Oh yes, He did.
God's mercy kept us.
He did. I didn't know you knew how to sing.
You're funny. Almost
joking.
10 years marriage.
No, you should be singing in church.
God kept me, so I wouldn't let go. Anyway,
Yeah.
you go for it. I interrupted you, babe.
Yeah, so what a year. I would say a year of high and lows. So we're talking about COVID putting the world on its knees. Whoever thought that that kind of thing could happen?
Yeah,
You know?
we got shown our humanity by a tiny virus.
So yeah, I'm telling you. So there were lots of, as I said, lots of high and low, but most importantly, God kept us. So glad to see 2021. But
amen.
you know, knowing some people losing their jobs, divorce rates going high, not good.
Sheltering in place with your spouse.
Yeah.
How are you doing with that?
Yeah, people losing loved ones to COVID. So we lost a loved one on the 30th of December. So it was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, no, heartbreaking. Yeah. So we feel the pain that people are going through in that area. But at the same time, people look back in 2020 and we see God's presence.
God's hand was in there still.
You know, it was challenging. You know, with churches. You know, we had
Online
to.
church.
We had to be.
How are you doing with that one too?
No, we had to be church pastors. You know, they had to be creative because they've never been in that kind of position before.
None of us have.
So I would say it was.
It was challenging.
It was, so we're looking forward to
2021.
Yeah, 2021, and still working remotely.
We're still working remotely. So the question is this, right? Most of us worked remotely the majority of 2021. And of course that throws us as a couple together in the same space all the time. So how are you doing with that? Has it been an experience of kind of growth and deepening your connection? Or has it been a let's find an excuse to get out of the house as often as you can just to get away from your spouse?
Yeah.
So today really we're looking at 2021 and we're looking forward to the year 2021. And we're kind of saying how can we deepen our connection and strengthen our correct connection as couples? So that we won't end up as the statistics of marriages that are having to face up to the reality of the quality of their marriage and then falling apart rather than growing together and growing stronger and growing deeper connections. And it's just looking, okay, 2021. If nothing changes in 2021, what I want for our marriage to be is to change, to be deeper relationship with God, deeper connection with one another, just increase in terms of growth for our relationship. And really, I mean, how do you develop a stronger connection? How have we developed a stronger connection in our marriage?
I would say spending time together in the evenings after work.
It's been deliberate.
Yeah, it's
intentional.
Oh yeah, we had to do that. So once the children gone to bed, really sit down and just find out how each we were doing, especially working from home, how we're feeling about it, finding out how the person is, also knowing our concerns, what's going on at work, how, and through that we have been actually vulnerable.
I'll just chip in there. Sharing the things that you're feeling secure about or things you're not feeling secure about. It's sharing your joys and your hurts and your disappointment, be it at work or with each other or something that's happened during the day. I think it's been deliberate for us. It's that intentionality to check in with one another every evening. Be it 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We try to manage 10 minutes on the days that we're really exhausted, and on days that we're good, we will lie in bed and talk for hours. So, but it's just being intentional to check in with each other. And babe, you touched on vulnerability, right? It's being able to then share kind of one's needs and desires. At least that's how we've continued to develop our connection. Is feeling free to share our needs and our desires with one another in kind of a secure, non-judgmental environment. To know that you can come to me with the things you need and the thing you desire, be it for your career or be it for our marriage and our home, and knowing that you would meet with empathy and understanding and kind of active listening, where I'm listening to what you're saying without any judgment most of the time.
Not you're listening and you're on your phone.
Do I do that ever?
No, you don't.
It's this turning towards each other. I actually do it as a discipline. Of course, we're doing a little bit of Instagram right now, more than we've ever done. In the 9 years of our marriage, I think the last 6 months, I've YouTubed and Instagram more than I have in my entire life and the entire 9 years of our marriage. So the discipline I've had to learn is this thing called turning towards. So even if I'm in the middle of posting on the Instagram or on YouTube, and my husband comes with something, is this deliberate? Close the phone, put it down, turn towards him, and kind of receive what he's trying to say to me. And I do it with the kids as well. And I promise it's hard sometimes to have that discipline to not be like, let me just quickly finish this. And sometimes I would ask, can I quickly finish this? And if it's not kind of urgent, if it's a gist that needs to be had right then of course I'll put my phone away. But if it's something that can wait a few seconds, then I'll finish what I'm doing. But it's this having the discipline to turn towards and actively listen to what the other person is saying, so that the other person feel heard, and they feel like they're connecting to you, not that they're talking to you and they're talking to your forehead because you're on your phone, talking to your dandruff because you're on your phone, just choosing to not give them the full attention. So it's giving the full attention, is sharing freely in a kind of judgment-free environment. And really, I think what I find is feeling connected to my husband, just it develops this feeling like you belong, like this is where I belong, and just further in meeting the needs and the desires that I share, and how trying to do the same thing for him. So help me God.
No, but the key, what I was thinking, the key word there is being deliberate.
Oh yes.
If you're not, then you're going to fall into a trap that will cause more harm than good in your marriage.
Yes, that separation. If you're not deliberate to turn towards your husband and put away the phone when he's trying to talk to you, or actively listen when the needs and the desires are being shared, or just choosing to hush your mouth and not offer something that could be construed as a criticism or judgment when he's trying to share something. I mean, sometimes because we have different strengths, when things of an emotional level nature is being shared, you might have an opinion of, oh, you should just toughen that up, or toughen out. You really don't want to say that to your spouse.
No.
When they're sharing something with you.
Yeah, because you just shut them.
You just shut them down.
And they won't come back.
So it's having this kind of environment where you can share freely and share actively with one another, and knowing that you will meet with empathy, you will meet with compassion, empathy, and understanding. And you will be heard, right? I think those are the things that we've found has helped us deepen our connection. And with the working from home, I said earlier, how are you doing with that? So how are we doing?
I'll say we're doing great.
I would say we're doing great.
We're doing
too.
Great. Yeah, so it's been, I would say I've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it.
I am enjoying it too, because I mean, we're in 2021 and it's probably gonna go on working from home for
Yeah.
the first quarter of this year at least.
Yeah.
In our province, it looks like it's going to be at least the first quarter of this year we're still going to work from home. And honestly, I have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I have been grateful to be back to research because, of course, if you don't collect data, I do human research. If you don't collect data, you don't publish papers. Papers are the currency of my profession. So I've been grateful that I can go back part-time.
Yeah.
But really, on days that I'm not here, I do miss you guys. I miss you. I miss the children. And of course, when I come out of the lab, I'm there checking in and just connecting. We're talking about connecting and strengthening connection, right?
Yeah.
We're the couple that will check in. Have you got to work? Yes, I'm at work now.
Yeah.
And at lunchtime, it's just checking in to see how the day is going and just keeping connected. I think for us, when I leave work or when he leaves work, he send a message. I'm on my way home.
Yeah.
If there's hold up, Lord help me if I can, I will send a voice note or something to say there's a hold up. Just because we're constantly communicating and we're connecting with one another. And I think I love that.
Yeah.
For me, I think the experience of the last year has just made me so grateful that I got you, because my husband's a joker. He's just, I'm the serious one if you haven't found out yet. I'm the kind of read a book, get lost in a book, forget the whole world one. And he is the fun, relational, connect with people fun. And I tell you, I am so grateful for him because of you, really. We're talking connecting with one another, but because of you, we haven't lost connections with other people. Because of you, we haven't lost connections with friends, and we haven't lost connection with having fun as well.
Oh yes. Well.
Because you're the fun dude.
Oh, you're fun too.
Oh, you're cute. But I know you bring more fun to this house than I do. So I have been grateful for you, and I've been grateful for your goofiness and for the way you just kind of bring fun into our home. And yeah, it's been great. It's been great just deepening our connection in 2020 and 2021. I'm just looking forward to deepening our connection more. Even when we fought, right? It's just maintaining that connection and having the open conversations.
You mean in conflict?
Okay, in conflict. This is how I do it.
Not blowing.
Oh no. Physical fight is a no, like Jesus, no, just no, no, neither from the woman or the man. Physical, no. But back to even in conflict, it's having that kind of respectful communication, right? So that you can still have a constructive interaction and still remain connected. Now, I am floored. I'm sure you're perfect, but I'm floored, and my flaw is that I tend to more shut down to avoid conflict. But again, I'm thankful for you because you are the let's talk about it. And for that reason, we're able to find a balance where you give me a little bit of time to just calm down, and then we're able to kind of reconnect and have constructive interaction. We're calling it constructive interactions, where I report into God first whilst trying to calm down, and God kind of helps me deal with my own sinfulness before we have to deal with it. But it's just still remaining connected and not detaching and totally shut down even in conflict. So really, 2021, we have to be intentional to kind of deepen and strengthen our connections to each other as a couple. And the ways we do that is active listening. And with that active listening comes with being willing to be vulnerable. If I'm going to listen to you, I need to know that what you're telling me, it's your whole. You're not holding back from me. You're sharing your needs, your desires. And you, of course, have to feel like you're being met with understanding, with compassion, and that I am listening to you fully whilst you're being vulnerable and you're sharing whatever it is, be it you're hurt, you're in pain, you're disappointed, you have some need or desires that needs to be met. So you've got to share vulnerably. We have to create a safe, non-judgmental environment in our home where our spouses feel safe to share. And I bless the Lord that we have that.
We do.
Where we can share freely, and even if that needs and desires takes about 1.5 years or 2 years to be fulfilled, I won't say any more than that. We can still share. openly,
Yeah.
and we can keep kind of having conversations about those needs and those desires.
Yeah.
And those are the things that we use. Have I missed anything? Active
No.
listening, sharing openly,
Yeah,
being vulnerable,
Yeah.
and being met with understanding and compassion,
Yeah.
and all of this in a non-judgmental environment.
Yeah. And also when you're in conflict.
Oh,
So ensuring, because
remaining respectful.
yeah, because being at home, working from home remotely, some
will
people,
be.
there will be.
They will be.
So it's knowing how you can respectively really speak to your spouse.
Respectfully speaking
Yeah.
to your spouse,
Yeah.
absolutely, because
So-
it's not getting disrespectful
Yeah.
or getting loud or physical,
No,
which is
yeah.
a no-no.
So
To have those kind of constructive interactions. So in 2021, hey, let's do this. Let's grow strong marriages,
yeah.
awesome relationship with God, and just let's seek God and let's just seek after each other and chase each other like the day you just met. Like, just connect, listen to one another, and just let's be the positive statistics. Let's be the marriages that is just going for God and going stronger, showing the world what a God-honoring marriage looks like.
Yeah, because the children are watching.
The world's watching.
Yeah.
The children are watching. I
Yeah.
suppose the world starts from your home,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, there's an adage that says it's from the house you take the treasure outside.
Yeah.
So it's from the home. Your children are watching and the world are watching.
Yeah.
So let's show our kids and let's show the world what a God-honoring marriage is. Well, from us to you, it's Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We trust in the Lord to lead you and bless you this year. Remain blessed.